Hey there friends, great to have you back. While I garden over here in the US, I've been digging into what's happening right now in Australian gardens, especially in temperate regions like Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra, and Perth's cooler suburbs. I've pulled together the latest advice from trusted Australian guides so you know exactly what to grow this November. Down under, November means long days, warm soil, and summer is just around the corner. This is your final stretch of late spring planting before the serious heat arrives, so let's make the most of it. Section 2, leafy greens. Even though it's warming up, you can still grow leafy greens. You just have to be strategic. Lettuce, rocket, and silverbeet will keep producing well if you give them a bit of afternoon shade or use a light shade cloth in hotter spots. Stick to heat-tolerant lettuces like oak leaf or salad bowl that can handle warmer days without bolting. Common spinach struggles with the heat and tends to go to seed quickly, so it's better to switch to warm season alternatives like Malabar spinach or New Zealand spinach. Silverbeet is your MVP this month. It's one of the most reliable greens for heat and will produce for months with regular watering. Kale, especially Tuscan or dwarf curly types, can still be planted now in cooler coastal or highland areas. For the best ongoing harvest, sow small batches every couple of weeks so that you'll have fresh greens right through early summer. Section 3, herbs. November is prime time for herbs, most of which love the same conditions as your summer vegetables. Basil, parsley, oregano, thyme, chives will all take off in the warmth. Basil is a heat lover and practically explodes with growth once it's established. It's also a great companion for tomatoes, helping to deter pests and improve the flavor of your harvest. Coriander and dill can still be planted now as well, but both are quick to bolt in hot weather, so it's best to grow them in cooler, shaded spots or pick a slow bolting variety, if you find them. Parsley and chives are tougher and can tolerate more sun, making them excellent edge fillers that bring a lush look to any garden bed. Section 4, root vegetables. Root crops can still go in this month as long as you keep an eye on the moisture levels and soil temperature. Carrots, beetroot, radishes, they all perform well in November if the soil stays evenly damp and well drained. For carrots, choose a quick maturing type like Nantes or Baby Amsterdam. Beets enjoy the warmth but need constant watering to stay tender and sweet. Radishes are fast growers and perfect for filling empty gaps between slower maturing crops. If you're gardening in a cooler coastal or highland region, you might still squeeze in one last potato planting early this month. Just be sure to mulch heavily to keep the soil cool, since potatoes will struggle if the soil temperature rises above 25°C. Section 5, legumes. This is bean season. Climbing beans, bush beans, and snake beans. They all thrive in the weather as it warms up. And they're a great addition to your garden because they help fix nitrogen in the soil for future crops. Be sure to set up your trellises or teepees before planting. Once the soil is warm, beans grow rapidly and can easily overwhelm weak supports. So if you still want to grow peas, choose dwarf or heat-tolerant types and plant them right away. In most areas, the window for peas is closing quickly as the heat builds. Section 6. Fruiting vegetables. Now we get to the stars of the season. Tomatoes, capsicum, chillies, and eggplant. These warm weather crops love full sun, rich soil, and consistent watering. For tomatoes, try proven varieties like Tommy Toe or Cherry Roma and feed regularly to keep them producing through the summer. Eggplants prefer steady warmth and shelter from the wind, while chillies can handle even higher heat and will keep fruiting well into late summer. A classic combination is tomatoes with basil for natural pest control. Also, marigolds work very well. And chillies near eggplants for a balanced look and for compact growth. Planting now will set you up for harvest through January and February. Just stay on top of watering and watch for pests like fruit fly and aphids as the weather heats up. Section 7. vining vegetables. If you've got space, November is your go time for vining crops like cucumbers, pumpkins, and melons. Cucumbers grow best when trained on a trellis, which keeps the fruit straight, clean, and easy to pick. Varieties like Lebanese or burpless perform especially well. Excuse me. Pumpkins such as butternut and Queensland blue need plenty of room, so give them a patch to sprawl across or even let them run over your compost heap. In hotter inland regions, melons like watermelon and rock melon thrive in sandy soils and full sun. Just remember to water deeply in the morning and mulch. Mulch well to lock in that moisture. Section 8, corn and okra. Two crops that truly love the Australian summer are corn and okra. Corn should always be planted in blocks rather than in rows. This improves pollination and gives you fuller, more uniform cobs. Keep the soil rich with compost. Mulch heavily and water consistently as the plants develop. Okra is a heat-loving, drought-tolerant crop that many gardeners overlook. It thrives in tough conditions and will keep producing pods right through the summer. The variety Clemson Spineless is a reliable favorite that performs well in most temperate regions. Section 10, November garden tips. As summer approaches, keeping your garden hydrated and protected from heat is the key to success. Mulch everything. Sugarcane or pea straw are great choices to keep the soil cool and reduce water loss. Water deeply and less often to encourage roots to grow deeper and stronger. Shade cloth or afternoon shade will help leafy crops survive sudden heat spikes. And keep a close eye out for common pests like aphids, whitefly, and fruit fly, especially on tomatoes, capsicums, and beans. And don't forget to keep feeding your soil. A light application of compost, worm castings, or liquid seaweed every few weeks will keep your plants strong and resilient through the summer. So there you have it, your complete November planting guide for temperate Australia. From lettuce to melons, this month is about setting your summer garden up for success. If you found this helpful, share it with a mate. And if you like to see what I'm growing here in Massachusetts, check out my latest update. Thanks for watching and happy growing.